10 Personal Finance Rules for Millennials. These days, the phrase, personal finance, is often used by many people to refer to personal or family expenditures and savings. Personal finance is the skillful management of money by an individual or family, including budgeting, saving, and spending money, assets and wealth while taking into consideration various financial risks and upcoming events. In order to succeed in a world of competition and uncertainty, millennials in particular, need to keep an eye on their finances. The following are some personal finance rules that everyone should follow in order to regulate and control their personal finances. 1. Apply the rule of 72 to determine the time required to double your income. Everyone wants to double their income and save more money. Divide 72 by the annual interest rate to determine the time it will take to double your money. For example, if you want to know how long it will take to double your money at 8% interest, divide 72 by 8 to get 9 years. Similarly, at a 6% rate, it will take 12 years, while at a 9% rate, it will take 8 years. This will allow people to estimate how long it will take for their salary to double and prepare their expense charts accordingly so they don't run out of money. 2. Use the rule of 70 to calculate your investment's depreciation rate. Monitoring the depreciating value of your investment to determine whether or not it is profitable is an important aspect of personal finance. You may determine how soon your investment will lose half of its value by dividing 70 by the current rate of inflation. It will assist you in determining whether an investment is an asset or a liability. For instance, if inflation is 7%, your money will be worth 50% less in 10 years. 3. Invest 50% of your income in fixed income and 50% in stocks. It is important to divide your income into two portions in order to manage your personal finances and avoid wasting money or living extravagantly. You must invest half of your salary in fixed income and half in stocks, resulting in income segregation. Now take an annual withdrawal of 4% from your bank. Over the course of 30 years, this rule is effective 96% of the time. 4. The 100 minus your age rule for stock allocation. Asset allocation is made on the basis of this principle. According to this rule, people must own a percentage of shares equal to 100 minus their age. So, to determine how much of your portfolio should be made up of equities, subtract your age from 100. Assume your age is 30, 100 minus 30 is equal to 70, so your equity would be 70% and your debt would be 30%. However, if you are 60 years old, 100 minus 60 is equal to 40, implying that your equity is 40% and your debt is 60%. 5. The 10-5-3 rule for asset allocation. According to the asset allocation, or 10-5-3 rule, yearly returns on equities are likely to be 10%, those on bonds are likely to be 5%, and annual returns on cash, as well as liquid investments similar to cash, are likely to be 3%. As a result, it is advised that one should expect a reasonable return on their stock investments. 6. Rule 50-30-20, on income and expense allocation. This guideline can be used to diversify your spending for various goals, keep an eye out for overspending, and manage your personal finances and budget. If you divide your revenue into 3 portions, you can better manage your flow. You should set aside half of your income for essentials like groceries, rent, etc. 30% of your income for personal expenses like entertainment and holidays. And 20% for savings, equity, MFs, debt, FD, etc. This is not a hard and fast rule, but you can undoubtedly spend less recklessly if you exercise moderation. 7. The 3 times emergency rule. People should always set aside at least 3 times their monthly income in emergency reserves in case of a crisis brought on by a loss of employment, a medical emergency, etc. 8. The 3 times monthly income rule. In order to assure income stability and independence from other sources, it is prudent for people to set aside 6 times their monthly income in liquid or almost liquid assets. 9. The 40 EMI rule. According to many financial experts, people should never invest more than 40% of their income in EMI. If a person earns $50,000 per month, his EMI should not exceed $20,000. It is a general criteria rule used by finance companies to sanction loans, but it can also be used by individuals to manage their finances. 10. The life insurance rule. Personal finances can also be guided by the life insurance rule. The optimum formula for determining the minimum sum covered in term life insurance is 10 times yearly income, which implies that if your current annual pay is $50,000, you should have at least $500,000 in life insurance coverage.